Thank you for tuning into The Disclosures with Peter the Insider and Jessica Ariel Morocco. Peter is the director of the 12th Division of the ACIO, Advanced or Alien Contact Intelligence Organization. Jessica is a galactic liaison and the interdimensional seer. Together they will discuss the most current updates from the ACIO, Council of Five, and other extraterrestrial sources regarding many influences on our planet today. Our new format allows you to ask questions and hear the answers from the previous show. Post your question in the comment section below the YouTube video. Disclosures, insider intel that keeps you updated with planetary changes.
Hello everyone, greetings and thank you for joining us today. You're listening to Disclosures with Peter the Insider, and we're going to start off by sharing some interesting information that's come in, and as well as some current events. So we're going to start off with introducing Peter, and Peter, you're going to go in and start we're going to talk about some things that have been happening to you lately. So, hello, Peter. How are you?
Hello. I don't know what the heck should I think about all the stuff that's happening to me, because as we can see on the screen, Rabbithole, and it is like Matrix has you, and technically Rabbit has you, because I can't get rid of the white rabbits, technically albines, because they are white with red eyes, huge ears, so this, I don't know which kind of race it is of rabbits, and they are mesmerizing people with their eyes. And I can see that it is not, for me, it's normal. But another people, they are moving in comparison to another world. They are moving, they are speaking extremely slow. Like, I don't know, 1/8, maybe like only like 1/10, 10%, I don't know, like 8% of normal speed. It is, I don't know what the heck should I think about that. But it's only certain people. For example, I'm encountering this stuff on the street. Like, most people are normal, and certain people, they are moving like hella slow and speaking like, what's wrong with you guys? And they are doing it extremely slow. But for some very, very strange reason, for example, they are on the crossroad, and they can't be, those people can't be ram out by the cars. For example, you do know what I mean. The cars have green, and the cars are for some, I don't know, unexpectable reason, simply slow down, and they don't kill those people. It's like, what? And this is definitely not a coincidence, because it's normal that it is busy day, right? It is, of course, it is not peak like traffic. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, even early morning, respectively morning, or evening, respectively afternoon. But in normal conditions, there will be, like, do you know what I mean, many cars after the first one. And from my point of view, this is definitely not coincidence that those cars, they are driving so slow for a certain period of time. There are no other cars behind them. So for me, it's not coincidence. And then once those rabbits disappears, everything is going like not a big deal. And I was like, okay, but this is not even close to be funny. Do you know what I mean? Like, what the heck should I think about that?
Wow.
And those rabbits are all over the place. They are, I don't know, they are on the streets. They are I don't know, like for example, like for on alleys, for pedestrians, on the streets. I mean, on the roads. Sorry, my bad. As I describe it, on alleys for like food trails. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like that.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, but I wanna say okay, let it be fine. But once they start to appear on to be on the branches, just chilling, random chilling with squirrels, and I was like, what? Rabbits can't be on the branches. Do you know what I mean? It's like, no, this is nonsense. And I don't know.
Can
I
anyone
saw.
else see them besides you, or is it?
Oh, of course. I asked the people, and hey, can you see that? And he was like, yeah, look at that. And if it will be child or children, do you know what I mean? People will may like, are you okay? Do you know what I'm trying to say? People will doubt about that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this is it. This is it. That people, I mean adults, they simply start for no particular reason to act like a children. But I don't know, like on the first degree of elementary school, or maybe in kindergarten, like being happy that they can see a rabbit. Yeah, look at that, he's so cute. And I was like, okay, are you fine? Do you know what I mean? It is so weird. I mean, what the heck? I don't know what the heck should I think about all the situation. It's weird. And the craziest situation, craziest encounter I have is with them is, it was many, and I mean many of them of the on the backyard, and I stopped count them. I don't know. I get to the 10, maybe one dozen or something like that, and they were just jumping, chilling, having their time. Do you know what I mean? Like enjoying
Yeah.
the stuff. And I was like, what? I mean, are you okay?
What
And
does this mean that all these rabbits are showing up around you, or they're in our field? I'd say it's on our field. Not everyone can see them, but what does that mean?
no,
Because they're like,
you are. Give me a second. The stuff is no. Sorry, the answer is no, not none. Many people can see them.
oh, okay,
And they, once again, I talked about that right now.
yes,
I asked about the branches, about everything, and I asked people, okay, just say me what the heck you saw. Exactly, the people. Uh, I mean, to be more precise, the people, they were going so slow on the crossroads, and they talked to me like they saw many, and that was the stuff, because he was only one. But for them, the rabbit moves so fast from their point of view, okay, that for them it seems to be many. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Hella fast. From our point of view, from our perspective, only one. From their perspective, many. So this is positive confirmation, and like multiple times. And this is not only in Australia or whatever, like tons of such observations all around the world, like white rabbits with red eyes, and I was like, what the heck? And the craziest part of the story is, respectively, craziest part of the crazy story is that um, the space continuum is absolutely messed up. So I don't know. Um, One of my close friends, and it was to cafeteria, right? And that was like not a big deal. I just make some normal walk, and he was up to go to the cafeteria, and it was exactly like in the Matrix. Just opened the door and and it was some sort of, can I say that, like a balcony or terrace or something like that, to a long. Do you know what I mean? Like extremely big ass. I mean, tall. I don't know, skyscraper or something like that. I was like, what the heck? And this is it. Matrix is definitely tearing apart, and many people have absolutely the same encounters. Tons of these encounters.
Now, I thought that some of that stuff got resolved, Peter. So you're saying that there's still a big problem there with the Matrix?
Because all the Matrix is technically, how can I say that? We get rid of old Matrix, right?
Yeah.
But we need to create we desperately need to create new one. And this is the problem. Because all of us, we are creating some sort of our own small Matrix-ish stuff, but there are huge lags between them. Do you know what I mean? And that's the problem. Because those lags that means, like, there are this unfilled stuff, and once you step away, technically, do you know what I mean? Like technically being some sort of fell off the cliff, if we want to talk respectively, call it that way.
Yep.
You fell off the cliff, pretty much. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This is it. And of course, there are some certain organizations and entities, they love me too much. Do you know what I mean? I need to be, and I need to make fun from it, because once I will take it too seriously, I will be that.
The ones that don't want you around anymore.
Yes, of course.
Saying, yeah. I mean, they don't want they want to destroy this Matrix because they can't have their way, or they have other plans. Yeah. So Peter, how does this?
And technically, Hedy show.
That's what I was going to ask you. Yeah, she's involved. Hedy is involved in this as well.
Yeah, definitely. So, we need to call her Hedy, because she will be very not upset. She will be pissed off, because you get me pissed off again. Do you know what I mean? Like that. And she almost choked me out 3 times during last show. Maybe people will ask what the heck is going on, what the heck was going on during making the last show, and it was like, and I don't wanna say nonsense 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, she kept on. Well, you kept on cutting out, and then you came back and you said she was attacking you, but you didn't want to bring it up in the show last time. But she was choking you.
Yes, because what? Sorry.
You said she was choking you.
Yeah, but it was. Yeah, because I was like, I almost don't get to my breath again. It was like, what the heck? She's extremely physically strong. Do you know what I mean? So that's the problem. That was the problem, you know. And she's doing all the crazy stuff multiple times. She did that and all kind of the stuff, you know. He used spikes on me and all kind of this shit,
Wow.
you
Jeez.
know. Yeah, poison. Very,
What?
very. What? Sorry, what?
Poison? She's trying to poison you too?
Yep, of course. I am not chemician. I am not good at chemistry, you know. But it's like the poison, not normal poisons. I don't want to say normal, but most people know. Respectively, if you don't know, so you can easily find recipe on the internet. It will get uh, for good for all. As I like to say, long gone during 20 maybe 24 hours, and it will look like a heart failure. The poison I uh, have, for my own sake, for my own good, small sample, like after like 2 and 2 maybe 2.5 hours, and it will be like, you did what you did. You did your best, but it wasn't uh, good enough, and your heart, do you know what I mean? Like, long gone. So it was that crazy poison. Yep.
How did she get
Actually,
access? Is she
actually, I don't know exactly if it was some sort of mixture from few snakes, and like few, I mean, it was like 4 or 5 snakes, and then like 6 or 8, what it is, like, help me, spiders. And of course not exactly like the same, the actual stuff, but do you know what I mean? It is some sort of the matter. It is not actually the drug, but I don't know. It's like, for example, you have the stuff what is working in the medicines, right? And it is the same stuff in the drug. You don't need actual drug, just few, a chemical formula. So she made the mixture. It will kill you practically immediately within few seconds. In the end, it will get from the body, I don't know, like 2.5 hours or so, and that will be it. You know.
how did she get that into your system? How did that happen? She was in your
No,
house?
not to my system. Not to my system. Nope. uh, was on the it was a mixture to the sorry, to the with the what the sugar, crystallic sugar.
Wow. And so what, you were having coffee or doing something with
Yeah,
sugar
yeah,
and
yeah, but uh, I technically I know the level, because I was able to remember the level of the crystallic stuff, and it looked like tiny, just a little bit tiny more, but it looked like in the first place. And in the second place, I am always shaking it, and I felt that there was something, let's say, don't know, bigger. The particles were bigger, and I said, no, no, my friend, I don't wanna get this to the coffee. Just get it to the analyze. Get
yeah,
to
yeah.
analyze what the heck
Now
is
now
going on.
she was in your house then. She was
But I
there
don't
she
know.
shows up.
I don't know where. I don't know
You
where.
don't know how.
In the where and the when. I don't know. I don't know. Technically, where, it doesn't matter where, because she's using this portal, like materializing, dematerializing, like teleport stuff. You
Do
know.
you have any idea why she wants to kill you?
Of course, because we are talking about show house. and exposing the fact that show house is uh, for centuries connected with royal family, of course. That's the reason why they are so pissed off.
Right. Which I'm going to be bringing up some information regarding that too.
And I saw the lizards. They are. Uh, mm, I think that I don't know if this is a good idea to talk about, but okay, I wanna say this. They are once they are let's say back shape shifted. They are eating people alive.
Right. Well, they made
No,
me.
no, 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 no. This is important. They are eating people alive, especially virgins. Do you know what I mean? They are
Yeah.
big snakes. They look like snakes, big snakes. And I don't know, like they can eat um, huge, and I am talking about like huge animals. For example, buffaloes or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Wow. That's a
So
big
they
snake.
are, yeah. So technically, they are eating. It doesn't matter if like young women or men, but it's a virginity stuff because it's like this. I don't know. You are into this. I don't want to say magic stuff, but I don't know why it is always these blood rituals. I don't know. I mean, you
Well,
need to
this is
say. I don't.
this is the Summerset Bellenof, and or Bellenof. Um, she's part of that Wetton group that we had talked about. We never really talked about it publicly, and
Yeah.
she's been coming up lately, and this is a relative of Queen Elizabeth, and calling her the Queen of the Illuminati.
Yes, but technically we need to accept the fact that from their point of view, it's normal to, for example, to make uh, to commit crazy stuff. I don't know, like for example, cannibalism. That it's fine. I mean, from their point of view. Ah, no. Are you crazy? It's fine. It's so tasty. Just a little bit tiny piece of meat. And I'm like, okay. Are you okay? Do you
Yeah,
know
like
what I
that.
mean? It's yeah.
Yeah, yep.
It
Like
is.
Christy Teigen and John Legend, and there was a little video of her saying, oh, don't, if there was some human meat, would you eat it? And yeah, that was disgusting.
I mean, I
Um,
mean, what the heck is wrong with those people? You need to say me.
yeah, there's supposed to be a restaurant in California that is feeding
I know, I
human
know, I
flesh, and
know.
and,
And I
and
mean,
you,
I
people are
don't.
wondering, why is there a problem in California? Well, that kind of garbage going on would definitely
But
do it.
but I mean, do you have any idea what the heck is going on with those kind of people? I mean, it is like, nah, you need to just to try it, and it's like it's so, and this is it. I because I saw, I mean, I encountered, I faced also called Mr. Death, and they, no, 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 please don't laugh, okay? Uh, it is the Reaper with capital R, and he's
Yeah,
kind of, I don't know, like he looked like man in his early 60s, let's say.
yeah.
He's bald, very bald, very, very, and I mean extremely, extremely mm, uh, slim, right? And that's his taste. Like, which kind of delicious food? And I was like, okay, what are you talking about? And I was like, human meat. And he was like, what the? Yeah, and he was like, do you know what I mean? Because this is absolutely crazy. And that's the, I mean, from
He was trying to trap you, trying to pull you into that.
no, I am saying what people, don't know, like, not people, let's say entities, they were inside, I mean, insiders from ACIO's divisions, right?
Right.
And
The Reaper showed up, you said.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the hook, technically, he have big hook, and technically it is exactly like in the stories, but it's not she, it's he, yeah, and he's doing his job, if we want to call it that way, and he's feeding on fresh meat, technically filled in completely with the blood, and it is also it is, from his point of view at least, so delicious because the blood is fresh, technically, like hot. Do you know what I mean? You know. And all kind of this stuff, believe it or not, but they are cooperating with those kind of entities. Sorry, my bad. I mean, I wanna make some sort of link. Why the heck I'm talking about this? All this. Show house. They are making deliveries. Believe it or not, no, I am not. I am not kidding
They're
you. They
making
are making deliveries.
deliveries of human flesh.
Yes, exactly. To try to guess to who? To royal family, because once they are unshapeshifted, let's say that way, they look like snakes. Like I don't know, they are crazy big. I know, like anacondas, like small, like nothing. They are in diameter, I don't know, like 6 feet in diameter, maybe one meter, 80 centimeters or so, maybe 2 meters, whatever, something like that, crazy, and long, crazy as long. And of course, did that kind of big body, it is hungry, it need to be feeded permanently. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
And technically that's kind of the problem, why so many people start to be killing, because they need to have the wars, technically. Because once you have war, many people are, do you know what I mean, violently, non-violently, doesn't matter. Not a big deal for them. Only what matter, people are dead. We can feed. This is it.
And that's what all of these protests and everything are about.
You are smart. Sorry, I don't want to make fun from you, because I don't know. I'm kind of desperate. What the heck is going on, and I don't know what should I think about all this.
Well, we're looking at Summerset Bellenof, who was the Countess of Banbury and Arran, and she's a part of this House of Wetton, and she's done some. She's like high-level black magician or whatever she does.
I wanna here. Sorry, I want to stop right here, right now. That's not true, because there is nothing like white and black magic. There is only magic. Bam. Period.
Magic. End of story. Okay. Well, high level magic then.
Give me a second. We need to clarify something. Okay. There is only magic. Bam. Period. End of story. And magic is differing to either white, that means once something is used for good purpose, or black once something is, I mean, some spells or whatever are misused to the bad purpose. Do you know what I mean? So being a magician, it's simply magicians, not a white good I mean white good or black bad magician. Do you know what I mean? It's technically they are hired, respectively magicians. They can be hireable, and this like all about money. Someone who will pay higher amount or make some other sort of, let's call it, benefits. No, that will be it for them. Pretty much.
Well, since she has those abilities, it seems like a lot of the royal families are afraid of her. A lot of the people are afraid of her, or they listen to her, obey her. Is that correct?
Yes, they are, but because technically, once you can access, you and even you can stabilize, respectively destabilize important wormholes and portals, you have goddamn crazy amount of power. Do you know what I
Right.
mean? Because
Yeah.
technically, it is like once you will not be my friend, then I will destroy you. It is technically some sort of uh, let's say it is some sort of voodoo stuff. Once you are getting into some sort of alliance with someone, but technically you don't know what the heck will be going on after a certain period of time, because do you know what I mean? You don't know how those entities, because they are not people, of course, how those entities will start to behave after certain events. Do you know what I mean? You need to be goddamn tricky, not to in order not to get into their traps, because they are misusing people for trapping even themselves. I mean those people.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they are
No, you can't.
so
Yeah.
you can't win over those entities. you
Right.
you
You can't
become their
play with them.
slaves.
Yes, you become their slaves. I agree with you, Peter.
And
Yeah.
that's the problem. And those people are extremely stupid. They don't realize that you can't trick them over. It's sorry, I mean, I shouldn't laugh.
Peter, do
But
you know
I'm
this
laughing
story?
not at the situation. I'm laughing
Right.
about stupidity and naivety of those people. They believe, nah, I've got control over this. No, definitely you don't
No,
have.
definitely not. Definitely not. Usually they get very sick and lose their minds sometimes, or just, yeah, have a lot of problems. So, yeah, you're right. Haunting houses and stuff like that. Um,
Hmm.
so Peter, do you know about this story? Because she's very connected to this story with all the children and all the stuff that's going on in the world right now. I thought this was interesting about the German town of Hamelin and this Pied Piper guy.
Yeah.
Um, a bunch of children from Germany were taken, and she said that it was their problem because they allowed it. The parents allowed. We emphasize parental negligence in a case that happened 700 years ago, if it happened at all. So she brings it up all the time, I guess. And so,
Yes, it's very easy. It's very easy. Why? Because children, it equals innocence. Do you know what I mean? And the stuff is that they are feeding every kind of bad entities. Weapon group, but it is not only weapon group.
yes, that's right.
It is for sorry, they are once again certain former numbers of certain mm, former members of numbers group, of course royal UK royal family, and all kind of like groups similar to them. They are misusing the energy, soul energy of very I mean, it's not young. They are small children. So let's say, and this is right, crazy as bad, children like very very underage. That means under like 8 years old. This is bad. This is bad. You know, it's
Yeah.
and the problem is that they thought that they all the time, all the crazy time, twisted the story totally upside down. What means that uh, they look like victims respectively, like for example, hey, that what, but they were random children of the street. They need some sort of guidance or something like that. Do you know what I mean? And we just saved them. We did our best. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what the heck? It's sorry. I mean, I shouldn't laugh about that, but from my point of view, it is total crazy. How the heck is that possible? That people, and that's the problem. You will be very surprised how many people believe that.
Well, she claims these children are still like entrapped in a place. Are they long gone, or are these entities, or are these children still
No, you
trapped?
don't get it absolutely. She's talking about the stuff. It is happening right now.
Yes. Yes.
I mean,
I know.
technically not right now only, but you
Well,
know what
it's been happening this whole time,
yeah,
not
exactly.
just 700 years ago. Right. Right.
Yeah.
So
Technically, it started 7,000 years ago, and it's uh, like repeating over and over and over again and again and again. You know, like that. Okay, I think that we can move to the next topic because there are quite a lot of stuff to talk
yeah.
about.
Well, we'll go back here because there was a woman from England
But
that
I don't know. We are
this woman wrote this poem and talked about the future. In 1448, her name is Mother Shipton, and we'll have the link there if people want to read. And she says, what is going on here? Then upside down the world shall be, and golden found at the root of the tree. The England's sons that plough the land shall oft be seen with a book in hand, and great houses stand in far-flung vale, and covered o'er with snow and hail. A carriage without a horse will go disaster fill, and world with woe. In London Primrose Hill shall be a centre hold a bishop's see. Around the world men's thoughts will fly, quicken as the twinkling of an eye, and water shall great wonders do. How strange, and yet it shall come true. Through towering hills proud men shall ride, no horse or ass move by his side. Beneath the water men shall walk, shall ride, shall sleep, shall even talk. And in the air shall be seen the white and the black and even green. A great man then shall come and go, for prophecy declares that iron, water iron then shall float as easy as a wooden boat. Gold shall be seen in stream and stone, and land that is yet unknown. And England shall admit a Jew. You think this is strange, but it is true. The Jew that once was held in scorn shall be a Christian, then be born. A house of glass shall come to pass in England, but alas, alas, a war will follow from the work where dwells the pagan and the Turk. And these states will lock in fiercest strife, and seek to take each other's life. The north shall thus divide the south, and eagle build in lion's mouth. Then tax and blood and cruel war shall come to every humble door. 3 times shall lovely sunny France be led to play a bloody dance. Before the people shall be freed, 3 tyrant rulers shall she see. 3 rulers in succeed, each springs from a dynasty. Then, when the fiercest strife is done, England and France shall be as one. And the British olive shall next entwine in marriage with the German vine. Men walk beneath and over streams, fulfilled shall be their wondrous dreams. For those wondrous far off days, the woman shall adopt a craze. To dress like men in trousers wear, and to cut off their locks of hair, they'll ride astride with brazen brow, as witches do on broomsticks now, and roaring monsters with man atop, does seem to eat the verdant crop, and the men shall fly as birds do now, and give away the horse and plow. There shall be a sign for all to see, be sure that it will certain be, then love will die and marriage cease, and the nations wane as babes decrease. And wives shall fondle cats and dogs, and men live much the same as hogs. In 1926, build houses light of straw and sticks, and then shall mighty wars be planned, and fire and sword shall sweep the land, when pictures seem alive with movements free, when boats like fishes swim beneath the sea, when men like birds will scour the sky, and then half the world, deep drenched in blood, shall die. For those who live in the century through, in fear and trembling this shall do. Flee to the mountains, in the dens, to the forests and wild fens, for storms will rage and oceans roar, when Gatekeepers stands on sea and shore, and he blows his wondrous horn, old world dies. Where is it? I just lost it. It just jumped away from me.
Oh, that was crazy. I mean, once again, whew, that was crazy.
Yeah, I just lost it.
No, you don't get it, I think. You don't
I would get it.
What the
You
heck?
can see that there's a succession
No,
of all the things.
I don't know.
happening.
I don't know what the heck should I thought. Jesus, I was once time again. I was almost choked again.
She almost choked you again. Are you okay?
I don't know. Fudge, I can't breathe. Whew. Whew, that was crazy.
But you could see there's some really. Are you all right?
I don't know. I don't know. This is crazy.
What is she getting upset about? Because I was reading the prophecy?
I don't know. But she's using golden gloves, and they are all like, I can't see. I was able to see that, but like spikes on them, micro spikes or something like that. Whew. Ugh. That was crazy.
Wow.
Ugh.
What is her problem?
I don't know. She was like, you don't expose that. And I mean, I need to say it publicly. She can't seduce me, you know, and she is very upset about that. She wanna have sex with me, and she isn't successful, and she's very upset about that. My neck, Jesus, man, my neck.
Wow. This is like semyase, but different.
Yeah, like that. Like that.
Wow, that's aggressive.
Yeah.
It's like a golden glove.
I don't know. You don't know what is it, glove?
Yeah, I know what a glove is, but what's with that? Is she what is she now? Was she an android, or what is she?
I don't know.
A demon?
But the sight wasn't human. The eyes, the look wasn't human.
What did the eyes look like?
I don't know. I never saw them like that. And the spell was Aramaic something. She was whispering something. I don't know. Jesus, man. What in the world is that? I've got paper.
You got a paper there?
No, I don't wrote this paper. What the heck? It's A4 paper.
What does it
What?
say?
What? This is ancient Sumerian from one side, and this is Ivrit, ancient, but ancient variant of Jewish language. What the heck is this text about? I don't know. Okay, I will deal with that after the show. Jesus, man,
You want to figure out what that was?
I don't know. It is absolutely crazy. And just by the way, 1926, Mercedes and Daimler was gone, and they merged together to Mercedes-Benz, and Adolf Hitler was released from the prison. Just by the way,
That's what they
1926.
see this right here, where they say that France and the British olive shall be next, then twined will come together in marriage with the German vine, the three of them being together.
But do you know what is wine?
Yeah, a vine.
Yeah, but it is like bloody hell, like a lot of blood. Do you know what I'm talking about? And they made appeasement. Appeasement, that means policy that Hitler had more and more conditions in order just not to start war, and technically they did that everything. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, and she was talking from the 1400s. This is like, we saw this in the 1900s. The women started dressing like men,
Yep.
and yeah, it's
I
just
mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't have this A4 paper, and it is on the table right now.
Can
What
you
the
read
heck?
can you figure out what it is? What it says?
I don't know. I mean, it is very strange dialect of ancient Sumerian, and I can't. I mean, I can speak Ivrit, but this is definitely ancient Ivrit, and this is absolutely the different stuff. I can't. Jesus, man, I don't know.
Maybe if you move it around, does it have another a
But
language on
but
there?
but she showed me the golden gloves, and it was shiny. It wasn't normal gloves. It was like they were like shiny, like flitters or something like that. And it was like some very small, like stuff. It was extremely like hell of crazy. What in the world is that? There are blood stuff in my neck.
Oh,
Okay,
jeez. Are you all right?
I don't know. I don't know. But she was upset.
She was upset because I was reading, or because we talked about the Wetton group before.
Wetten group,
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah.
Wetten
Yeah,
group.
that's what I thought too.
Yeah. And she was like, after the spell, she saw me like she told me like some sort of lover being. Don't talk about that. It was like, what the heck? That was crazy. I mean, okay. This is bad. Okay,
Yeah.
what we will talk about right now?
This guy right here is behind a lot. I guess he's inspiring the protests from
Okay,
some kind of song that he sings. It's called the word ACAB keeps coming up, and you can see
okay,
that this right here. I've been seeing this with the jagged teeth, the eyes like that. It's like death or anger. This guy was also found to be with someone underage, and there's just information about him
yeah. We
here.
can't we can't technically we can't
There's the
play
lyrics right
play
there.
songs. We can't play songs because it will be
No,
copyright strike.
right. So we're not going to play them, but you can see that there's like, um, the whole word. They're adapting this King, and it's he called himself a vandal, and that kind of goes along with the stealing and everything else. So you can see this kind of energy is coming
Is
around.
bad.
It's
Is
bad.
bad.
Yep. So this is a vandal.
Very,
Vandals
very
were
bad.
Roman era Germanic people. That's what the original meaning of the Vandals were, but you know, the pillaging and all that stuff that went on. And
Yep,
the
that's
meaning
true.
of ACAB, I guess, means all cops are bastards. That's kind of, so this is kind of what's spreading around, and they're
Yeah.
talking. But you could see he looks like he's an entity. That guy, he doesn't look like he's right.
Technically, only vessel. Let's call
He's just a
vessel or
vessel at this
entity.
point.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. You are right.
Okay.
And we need to move. Because we don't have too much time for today. Like, I don't know, like 50 minutes or so. So
Yep.
we need to move to no one had seen anything and all kind of this stuff about what is this?
This is the
Black
number.
hole. No, black hole and all kind of this stuff. I don't know where is this. Uh,
Yeah, it's up a little further. I just want to say, so
no,
just
no,
tell
no,
us
no,
what.
no. We need to talk about this later. Let's talk.
Okay.
Let's do it from.
The black hole.
Yep. Yes.
Okay, so no one
So
has seen anything like this. Rogue star suspected as scientists see a black hole corona disappear and then rebuild in real time.
So technically, this is this is not. That's the main part of the problem. Many people will say, insider is saying bullshits and all kind of the stuff. If you can see that, this is start respectively being born, process of being born of another wormhole. Technically, it's, if you can move cursor to the this what is this white point in the middle of first picture, white point. No, go, nope,
Go back to the
nope.
first picture.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
right here.
No, yes, exactly. So this is being born, as I like to say, first baby, you know. And this is gravitation field. This how can I say that, tail, like, oh, what is it, pink tail.
Mm-hmm.
Pink tail, go, move to the left,
Yep.
yes, this is gravitation field destruction, let's call it that way. And then move to the right picture, and do you know what is this big stuff? No, don't laugh. This is technically, that was first huge complex of where they are, that they are motherships, because technically it looks like one big motherships, but technically one big mothership, but those small tiny shiny
Yep.
points, yeah, they are motherships. And that was first, let's call it first test if the wormhole will work or not.
So this where they're trying to figure out is why this thing disappears and then rebuilds is because they're working on creating these portals.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I just wanna say something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
So that was it. I wanna say about that. That people should definitely know what the heck is going on with this stuff. Then what
This
do we
picture
have?
right here, if it shows anything more.
Then we have, yes, this is it. This is much better, much more detailed stuff. How the heck is happening? Is it happening? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you can see that, also called baby born, child born. Yeah.
That's a
This is it one.
supernova,
Yeah.
partial
So we can
supernovas.
now, if I mean, if you don't have any other stuff to mention, we can move now to the big stuff, and I mean big stuff. What is how it was even possible, and why, uh, China purchases record amounts of farm goods from US. It is very easy. I mean, the answer is, I mean, we can't see it yet, maybe. Okay, now it's better. So it is very easy because in US, and I don't know why they are so naive, or I don't know what's their problem. They don't believe that people will be hungry. No, don't laugh, or maybe don't tell that I am saying stupid stuff. They don't believe that people will be dead hungry, and they think that they have too many stuff in their reservoirs for food stuff. I mean, in their stores for food stuff, and of course they have huge debt. In US, they have huge debt for China, so they are some sort of, let's call them, they are making, how we can call that, if they can't pay money, do you know what I mean, that they are doing this.
Yeah, so it's like a barter. They're giving them food.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
they can't make repayments, so it's some sort of barter stuff. Yeah, exactly. And now let's move on to the greatest, I don't want to say greatest, but one of the greatest topic of the day. So do you figure out how? This is it. Give me a second. This is exactly this picture with those weird shaped, I don't know how can I name them, stuff, and you can point finger pointing finger, or yes, or your thumb, and you choose, via that you choose what the heck happened in the past, what will happen in the future. That was exactly how I was able to imagine it. I was sitting on the chair in some sort of bubble, yeah, some sort of ball.
When was this,
And
Peter? How long ago was that?
sorry, what?
How long ago was that? When did that happen that you were?
Ooh, okay. For me, like 25 years ago, 27. Give me a second. Now we have 2020. Okay. So 27, 1993. Yeah, because technically they are saying this like, hey, we've got this. No, nonsense. It's 45 years old technology. This
Right.
what they are talking about right now.
Let me
Because
let me read what this is so people know what we're talking about. This is the secret U.S. military device for seeing the past within a specific location. A top secret U.S. military that was created in 1970s was able to observe what happened at any time in the past with specific location, and claims a major American ufologist who has briefed U.S. presidents on the ET phenomenon. This is Stephen Greer that was talking about in this article, and USS Nimitz UFO time traveler claims Dr. Jack Sarfati. So we'll have a link to the article. Go ahead, Peter. Sorry about that.
yes, no, it's fine, because technically, once military, or I don't know, not army, military, either military, government or whoever, they start to talk about publicly anything like this technology. Nah, it's too old, way old, long gone. No, 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 nothing interesting. Once I got to certain stuff in between 1990, 1991, 1992, 3, let's say once I started, right, I encountered many stuff like that, and it wasn't nothing new. It was nothing new. They said me something like this, but no, not this technology. Something like this was interesting during 1960s. And I asked, like, okay, why 1960s? And there they said me like two things, two major events, and I was like, I am such stupid man. Cuban crisis in the first place, and as we can see, JFK murder in the second place. So technically, that was the stuff. I mean, let's say this is the stuff they are talking about. But now they've got such a crazy tech, and that's a problem that they are messing with. And this is the problem. I don't want to say we are stupid, because we are not stupid, but let's say that flowing of time and space is way too complicated. More complicated that we make it like stupid simple. That means that equals time, the flow of time. It is like past, present, future. And no, this is very stupid. This is nonsense. As I said, I was in the ball. Technically, I was like in the that means those entities, they really know how everything works with time, space, and all kind of those stuff. They asked me, do you really want to know how what the truth is with time and space? And I was like, why the heck not? I'm all into this. And they let me into the room, relatively small, let's say 10 feet, like 3 meters square room, and it was extremely bright shining room. Okay, then door disappeared. I'm like, okay, this is not looking bad. Sorry, this is not looking good, not looking bad. But I was like, this is not looking good because I don't know what the heck is going on, but it was not bad at the same time, because at least I have something solid to stand on. Okay, fine. And then the light completely disappeared. It was total black. And then after a few seconds, exactly the same stuff as we can see on the picture. Yes, if you can move the cursor on those weird stuff. Yes, exactly. Exactly. They start to move, slowly move. They were some sort of, let's say, blue, azure, some sort of lila. That means, do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's, as we can see on the
like lilac purple, you mean?
Lila, like purple. Yeah, like that. And I was sitting on the chair, very comfortable chair, and I was like, okay, and what does it mean? And then I suddenly was able to figure out that they were very small, tiny pieces. And I simply, as we can see that on the picture, exactly, very, I don't want to say exactly, but extremely similar as it is on the picture. I make some sort of pick or from via pointing finger, and I simply pick some very small, let's say, needle of something. And I was like, what is this needle about? And then it was simply timeline. You know what I
Wow.
mean? And that was it, pretty much. For them, nothing complicated. For us, extremely like, yeah, Jesus, man, I can't understand, I can't comprehend, and that was it. And that was the main part of the I mean, this was the funny part of the story. Main part of the story, biggest part of the story was that you can randomly choose practically endless of those, I called them for my own purpose, needles, and you can just mix them up, and you can create multiple timelines, realities, or whatever. And that is it.
Is that
Do you
what
know what
people
I
are
mean?
is that what they've been doing to us? Is someone
Mm-hmm.
messing around with this technology and doing that?
Yeah. You are absolutely right, and that's the reason that's the initial problem. What is going on exactly at the last, let's say, I don't know, 1.5, 2 years. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like economic depression, COVID stuff. What is not true? It is 7, 8 months. It's more than 1 year. Actually, it starts in June, no, May, June in Africa, Central Africa, then those protests, the violence, killing people, violence, looting, plundering, all kind of those problems, it is they mixed it way too much, and the system, I am calling it, the system overloads itself. System. You know?
Yeah, because they're not necessarily doing it on purpose. It's just that it got into the wrong hands, and people
I
don't know what
don't
they're
want to say
doing.
wrong, but from my point of view, it wasn't wrong hands because they want to do it on purpose. They just want to do, not want to do, they just want to, how can I say that? They want to know what is technology capable of, but they overdo it. Do you know what I'm talking about? They want to test limit of technology. Because I mean, I don't want to say I am defending them, that they are not doing it. I mean, that they don't want to destroy this reality. But the stuff is that in certain points, they really look like those small children, respectively early puberty young people, like it was in Monarch MSL, either Monarch Security Limited or Monarch Solutions Limited, that they are playing with something and they don't know what the heck is going on. They have no goddamn clue. And it's like, because from my point of view, okay, if I will be gatekeeper of such a technology, like, do you know what I mean? They are aliens,
Hmm.
crossbreeds, hybrids and crossbreeds and aliens. And what do you know was the main part of the problem? That they give the access to practically anyone. I don't want to say anyone, but do you know what I mean? They know, they have certain knowledge. The people, respectively entities, that they have certain knowledge, and they don't care. Those entities, they are gatekeepers and guidekeepers. They don't care. They simply, this is technology. Feel free to use it. And I mean, this is not okay. This is bad, how can I call it? This is bad attitude towards such a important stuff.
So
And
maybe someone that's good gets a hold of it and doesn't realize that they're contributing to some serious problems here. So
And you
who
can't,
who are the gate?
and the problem is that you can't say them, hey guys, open your eyes, this is bad. And they are like, no, no, this is not our problem, this is your problem. And I was like, hey, but you are here. No, we are not here. And then they are doing something like that, and they are teleporting themselves to, I don't know, whatever dimension. And this is like, Jesus, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who are the ones who are the entities that are behind all of that?
You mean the guide and gatekeepers?
The gatekeepers, yeah.
Actually, they are from Kepler 1200s, someone, I don't know. So technically, I don't know how many thousands. I don't know how many thousands, hundreds of thousands light years away. Very, very far away, like.
Yeah. So yeah, and this is also what he was referring to as Stephen Greer was talking about accessing the Akashic records, actually, jumping into the timelines and re-experiencing some of these things. But like you said, it alters, it changes, and now we're in like a very volatile situation in our world.
But this is the problem, because I need to, and this is the stuff. That's the reason why I am saying that they are not doing it on purpose, because as I said many, many times, and I will be saying this many, many times in the future, that we disconnected from Matrix on April 26th this year. That means 2020, 2 p.m. UTC, respectively Zulu, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that means vast majority of people, we simply, how can I call it? We don't want to build our own matrices, and we technically, because of this, because people, let's say that there are two main problems. First, they don't know how, and second, they are afraid to take their own they are afraid to take responsibility for their own actions, for their own lives. They simply want to have some sort of guide. Do you know what I mean? Like, what should I do? I don't know. I'm independent. I am independent? No, 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 no. I want someone to lead me. And that's the problem. Do you know what I'm talking about? That's main
well,
part of
yeah,
the
that
problem.
takes away the responsibility, and each person's going to be responsible for what they
Yeah.
do, which is going to be a problem. Like right now, it looks like it's fun or interesting, but whatever you change or whatever you do, I think somebody's going to have to deal with that.
And this
Yeah.
is it pretty much, because for example, we've got people, they want to guide us from another, they are from another reality. They are MUG, no, not people, my bad. They are entities, because technically they are either hybrids or crossbreeds. And from my point of view, it's the best stuff possible, best thing possible, because of that, they've been through the most horrible things possible, because they were, the experiments were made on them, and they want for humanity total opposite, so technically the best solutions possible. But that's the stuff, because I am in regular contact with this MUG, that means Monarch Umbrella Refugee Group, that they said me, but what the heck? You are so lazy, or you are so afraid. And I mean, okay, what are you talking about? And that's the problem, because people, or second or third option, or you don't know how, and that is the problem. I talked about this. I mean, I talked about this with them forever. That people, they don't know how. Technically, it's some sort of weird ass mix of all three of those. They don't know how. They are afraid being completely completely independent, or respectively, mm, they they don't know how to create the stuff in order not to make any problems. What do you think?
Yeah, well, that's the problem. We have, every hand that gets involved in this creates another scenario that's like really bad, and it's almost like we're just trying to stabilize and to try to deal with whatever problems there are instead of compiling new ones, because when they're coming in at all different directions, it's overwhelming, and it's creating this horrible chaos, and then the crazies start showing up, the crazy people that are saying everything is good that's bad, and what's bad is good, and it's all upside down.
Yeah, yes, because as I said, either you are lazy, or you don't know how, or you are afraid to be independent, and to create your own, as I like to say, sand playground. And this is the stuff that I don't think that we are that bad, but let's say vast majority of people, they like it way more just to be guided. What do you think?
Yeah, but that's the way that they were trained early on. Everyone has to listen. Everyone has to be. There has to be some kind of working with society. I mean, there can't be everyone's going in all different directions, or else nothing would ever get done. And people would be divided.
Yes, because from my point of view, not people are bad, but or lazy, or I don't know, whatever. But the stuff is that once you've been born and never ever in your life encountered with certain stuff. I mean, you've been born and living in some, let's say, we can call them mindsets, right? Then you don't know. It is natural that you don't know how to behave in another way. What do you think?
Yeah.
Maybe I am the one. Maybe I am the one who don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like, jeez, man.
Yeah, but I don't think that we're going to suddenly create a beautiful reality out of chaos. I think there has to be a transition.
This is it. That MUG, that they told me that it will be much better for us just to run this by this residue effect reality, and then figure it somehow out.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah, that makes sense. So, no, that's good. That's good. Should we go on to the next topic, Peter?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so we're gonna have to let's.
So that's the stuff. First mission to the Mars, and that's the hit. They are planning to colonize the Mars. That's true. Like it or not.
The United Arab Emirates.
Yep.
And who else is already on Mars right now?
Sorry, what?
Who else is on Mars? What other nations are there already?
Yeah, you mean okay. I mean another species. Technically, very first was were Russians, but it was very long time ago. Technically, they won every single, let's say space race. No, so they. I think that they were since 1940s, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
Then US, they were like 5-7 years later than they and the Chinese, and then now they are making their own move. Arabs, they are making their own moves.
Also, Elon Musk, too, right? So corporations are there as well.
Yeah, of course, but they are private corporation. You
Right.
need to consider that we are talking about official, like state owned, government owned companies. Yeah.
Why is
That's
it
true.
that they have to do a liftoff in Japan?
That was the deal.
No, explain that.
You mean the specific reason? As I like to say, sorry for that, but it wasn't my how can I say that, miss how we can call that, misspelling. It is not specific reason, it is specific reason, like
Peter? I don't know if we lost him again. Oh, there we go.
yeah, I'm here. It is not specific reason but specific reason, so Pacific, right?
Okay.
That was it.
Yeah, but
That was it.
is it because of location? Why don't they just
Yeah,
set
yeah,
it
yeah,
up?
yeah.
Is it like the weather conditions, everything's right, or
Yeah. Because of that. Because of that.
the heat? Is it too hot over there in around the
Exactly.
Arab areas?
Exactly. You are right.
Okay, and so then they must have some kind of alliance then if Japan is willing to allow them to share the space.
Because they were like fourth or fifth. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like on the space, on the space, on the Mars.
Yeah,
So there are those deals or so. You know what I mean? Like that.
yep. So this is
So is this?
so the and who do you think would go next? What other nation would be
To be honest,
represented?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know.
What about Eastern Europe?
No, we've got that. You know,
You guys are already there too?
of course, in the 70s.
Okay.
So I think this is the best part for wrap up the show, and the next stuff we will talk about in next week. And I've got another stuff to talk about. What do you think?
All right, that sounds great. I did want to bring this up real quick before we left. I don't know if this
No,
is
no, no, no,
also
no. I think this is okay.
okay. All
For
right, so we'll
now,
stick
this
with
is
this
okay.
for right now. This is it. All right. Well, thank you, Peter. Thanks for joining us today and interesting information. And hopefully you're safe from Hetty from the Shaw House.
Yeah, yeah, this is crazy. For
Yeah,
me, it's crazy.
and we'll keep an eye on those white rabbits.
Yes, of course, I will. So till then, people. Bye bye.
Bye.
You have been listening to Disclosures with Peter the Insider and Jessica Ariel Morocco. Join us on YouTube channel Jessica Ariel Morocco and visit www.peter-insider.com and www.readingsbyariel.com. Remember to post your questions in the comment section below the video. We look forward to hearing from you.